شمعة في الظلام، ليتني شمعة في الظلام، ليتني 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 شمعة في الظلام، ليتني 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 شمعة في الظلام.
إن أعطيها أي مقطع، حتى المقطع اللي أول مرة هي بتسمعها أو التون كيف تعزفها طوالي بتعزف لك إياه. يعني رشا بتسمع وبتعزفها.
Even though Rasha can play with me symphonies and all kinds of music, she was not able to button the buttons on her clothes. So the distance between her daily life and what she does in music, it takes your breath away.
على رشا عشان أوتستيك، هي بتعامل رشا أنها هي بنت عادية ومن أحد من أولادها. الحلو فيه إنه رشا هي من جنين، أهلها عرب، ديفورا يهودية.
Can you use less pedal? Because this room is like a big echo, and the pedal makes it very, very blurry. If you take less pedal, we will hear you so well, and you're playing it so nicely. And you need to play the right hand very clear. Make it clear. With less pedal. That's right.
It was just a matter that we were there in Bethlehem, and we had the feeling that we should stay there. The care for people and for handicapped people was something that was inside both of us. So we decided to start a work for handicapped children. There were Rasha and Nadia from Jenin, almost the first children that we took in our home. And what I remember is two little ones, because they were very thin, because they never ate normally, but only drank milk. So they were very much undernourished. We tried to teach them how to eat other things than only milk. And they were not used to contact with other people, because in the house of the parents they had a room for themselves, and they did not really mix up with other people around them. Nadia, the oldest, deaf and blind, and Rasha was blind, but she could hear. They were not used to any rhythm of day and night. And during the night, they were awake and crying or making other sounds. especially Nadia. That was the cause that I was really tired and worn out. She almost killed us.
بيناتهم بس 9 أشهر الجيل. هي وأختها عندهم علاقة منيحة مع بعض. رشا أنا بعرفها هي بتعرف لي يوم في المؤسسة، يعني العلاقة بيناتنا مش هالقد، يعني كل واحد في قسمه، بس إنه هي بتعرف بالضبط أنت عيد ميلادي قديش عمري، يعني هذا الحلو فيها. ومرات بتيجي تحكي معي في مواضيع الماضية هلا اللي إحنا بنحكي لها إحنا ما بنحكي فيها، عشان إذا بنحكي فيها مش منيح للأولاد، للناس اللي عندهم أوتستيك.
خفت هديك.
We sang many songs for children. And from that moment, she was making the harmony with any song that we started to sing. And so she was starting to be a composer. And we thought maybe we have here a very special gift. And decided to buy a very old piano.
نشرب قهوة ولا شربت نسكافيه؟
طيب اوكي شربتي انت نسكافيه بعد ما نشرب قهوه، يلا سوي بيس.
وين الخبزة؟
أول سنين بكت تروح كمان على هولندا، سوت كونسرتات في هولندا، الكونسرتس لا يميمة. في هذه الفترة هي بتسوي كونسرت كثير، هنا كل سنة عندنا كونسرت في القدس. مرات لما يجي ناس بحبوا يسمعوها بنروح معها على القدس بسوي كمان كونسرت.
She was still very young and small. She could stand behind the piano and play it. Or sometimes when she had played a longer time, she was tired and she sat down on her knees and started to play over her head. Helene was trying to teach her something, but mostly she didn't like any guidance and she only wanted to try herself. And then Helene said, she is coming over my level. This is something that needs a professional to teach her.
I've been working with Rasha. She is now more than 40 years old. She came to me when she was maybe 11. I was told that she was blind. I didn't know all of her emotional and all of her other problems of development. I didn't know any of that. I knew just that she was blind. So I thought I was going to deal with a blind student. And then I met Rasha and understood that she was in a total world of her own. And here I am someplace. And what do I do with this? But at the same time, her world was full of music. Harmony. And this was amazing to me. She was giving me harmony that was quite sophisticated. In harmony courses, you start with basic harmony. So you start like with. But she was giving me more than just that. And I'm going, whoa.
رشا
has a quite severe mental disability. She cannot put two Lego blocks in each other. She cannot fix the table, like 2 plates and 2 cups in the right place. But when you see her play, it's amazing, and she understands the music. It's really a big contrast about what her skills are for intelligence and what her skills are for playing music. It's really amazing.
طيب اوكي هسه بنروح بيانو يلا شوي
1
2 يلا
3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
She always asks questions, always the same questions. Can I talk with you? She asks yes.
13 14 16.
I can do both the things in the same time, on the swing and play the piano. No, I chose the piano. Yes, you chose the piano, Rasha. And she needs that, especially when she's quite stressed, to see that things are in order and things are okay. And she needs that to know the routine things she is doing.
بعرفهاش بعرفهمش؟
لا ما بنعرف
خاص كيف؟
That's part of the autistic syndrome she has. When one thing changes, the whole world is a mess for her. So we always have the same route and the same things we do.
هسه بدنا نروح بيانو نروح بيانو ما بدنا نعيط يلا اضحكي لا اضحكي يلا رشا يلا
تعرف عليهم تعرف عليهم.
طيب نتعرف عليهم كمان شوي
لا هلا
لا كمان شوي بنتعرف
هلا
لا كمان شوي يلا رشا
هلا اليوم.
ما you want to take يلا مرا يلا روح معي
بس what does she know?
I live with Jesus and I live with God, and I want to live how He wants me to live, in a good way, with love for people, for all the people, not only Jews, not only Arabics, but all the people. That's what He tells us. I left my 4 daughters, and now 2 grandchildren there, and a 3rd one coming. So I left them, but they're adult and they're independent, but sometimes it's hard to miss them. The first time I met Russia was when my friends showed me around in Yemima. And to be honest, there were other women in this group. I thought, oh, here to work here must be terrible. Really, I thought this. And the next day, the manager asked me if I could babysit this group for a while.
Have a nice day, Noha. Bye, madam. Bye.
So I thought, well, God, what do you want from me? I don't know how to work with these people. But I said, if you want me, I will do it. And when I really made contact with them, with Rasha, with Maram, with the other girls, I really loved them very much. And I thought, this is nice to work with these people.
Hey, kan ik met jou praten? Ik ga gewoon even filmen, oké?
And also Rasha, she was, who are you and what are you coming to do and where are you from? When were you born? So that's Rasha, and it was nice because she wants to make contact with you.
Charlie.
Yes.
Did you say hello to Charlie? Hello, Charlie. أنا من جنين الشارع.
من جنين أحلى بلد جنين.
لا تعودت في الخام تعودت في الخام.
The very special thing about Russia is that she's living in her own world. And that's strange, but I can reach her if I know how to reach her. And very special, of course, how much she loves music, also to sing together and to play the piano. It helps her relax. It's very important. It's amazing when she hears a song, she can play it immediately.
هاليلويا هاليلويا. سألي نادية تروحش نادية؟
تروحش نادية؟
Nadia's her sister. She's blind and deaf.
Oh, she's blind and deaf.
She's blind and deaf. And she also has a brother who's blind and deaf.
Okay. This must be hard.
She has her lesson at 3:15. I go with Rasha in a taxi to the checkpoint. When we arrive there are usually a lot of taxis, a lot of people, a lot of men. She knows where we go, she trusts me. She walked it many, many times. She trusts me because I walk many times with her. The only thing that bothers her that there are people and she always wants to know who is this, who is that, what's his name, when is he born? And it's not allowed for her to ask it all the time because it's also bothering people. So we just walk and she knows, and most of the time she just walks and accepts that she's not allowed to ask. And the road is not very good, so it's hard for her to guide her because she's blind. She don't know when there are holes or stones on the road. Then we walk into the checkpoint from these doors that turns around. You have to hold them and turn them around. It's difficult for Asha because she don't see it. She don't see when she get out. I walk through the gate and then I say, Rasha, come to me because she don't see the gate. We can go through it together. So I wait till she is through, and when there's no beep, we can go, take our coats, take our bags, and then we go to the next check, and then we're out and can walk to the bus stop. It's like 10-15 minutes walking to the Israeli bus. We take the bus to Gilo, to the apartment from Deborah.
Zelfs al ga ik door een dal van diepe duisternis. Ik vrees geen kwaad, want gij zijt bij mij.
We didn't have a common language. The forebears would speak to her in Dutch. I would talk to them in English, and somehow or other this triangle went on. And this went on a long time. It took, I don't know how many years before she turned to me as if to ask me. And on that day, I became her teacher.
We walked there and she had a concert the Sunday before, and on Tuesday we walked there and she was so tired.
Very quiet. It's quite quiet. It's going to get very quiet. You do it yourself. That's beautiful.
In the hall before the house of Deborah, we had to wait a little and she wanted to put her head on the table.
It's very hard.
And Deborah came and she said, how are you? I say, Russia's very tired. She says, I am also tired. And then they went to play.
Ready and one. Again. One.
And you saw it happening that they feel each other and make music together, and new energy came in both of them. That was so beautiful, really.
Like the one papas? Let's do the one papas, okay? Yeah. Time that I was in Yemima, and I saw Rasha in her habitat, as it were. I saw her swinging in the swing and walking around. It is hard to think of Rasha without music. It gives her hope in her life. And here she has this wonderful world, a rich and wonderful world where she can make all these amazing sounds and express things that she doesn't enjoy talking. She doesn't have words to express a lot. Here she can express all kinds of things. Over the years,
I became used to the sort of music that she makes herself. Sometimes it'll be lively, sometimes it will be melancholy. Many times there's some repetition in it. She lets her music talk. And when it's her own music, that's really the core of Rasha. Many years ago, she used to call them kanua. Today, she doesn't give a name anymore. I think she was around maybe 16 years old. It was during the first Gulf War. It was a difficult time because she couldn't always get through the regular way to come to her lessons. Sometimes Helene would walk with her in the heat up the hill from Jala. And Rasha went through a period where she played Sound of Music and it became a total and complete fixation. She played it for months. But after a while, by the 5th month or so, Helene and Edward were starting to go mad. One day, Helene came to me and her eyes filled with tears. And she said, Devorah, please help us. We can't listen to any more Sound of Music. My heart just went out of me, just the thought of listening to this old hay every single day. And Sound of Music can get on a person's nerves because it's kind of sweet. It's like eating cake all day and night.
My wife had developed cancer and needed a period of radiation. And because of that, she was always very tired.
We were playing Bach. We were playing Schumann quintet with a string quartet where she almost played it according to the text, which is something she never did before. It was an exciting time, and here we have this death.
Today, you know what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're having a lesson, Rasha.
Lesson?
Yeah, a lesson. We're gonna play our lesson. We're just gonna play like we always play.
Rasha reacted in a sort of stuck. And I think to myself, what do I play when I'm feeling unwell? I go to the music that I'm used to.
I brought Moskovsky, Czerny, Brahms, Hungarian dance. But I brought so much music, I don't think we'll finish it all today.
We went over all her former music to comfort her. I felt I had to be there for her. I had to accompany her during this period. She needed to know I was there. And we will play the music that she feels like playing. When I was able to, I did a professional part of it.
No, you did. Oh, the fingers. That's so much fun.
But it was nothing like the flourishing period we had before. And this went on for many years. One time, during the difficult period, which was after Helene died, Edward left, and even though it was 2010, Rasha came to a lesson after a long period of no lesson. And we were playing the usual music, and suddenly I hear this dark music. Sometimes people don't understand that people that are autistic feel things very, very deeply. And I could see in Rasha that this was fundamentally difficult for her.
De Heere is mijn herder, mij ontbreekt niets. Hij doet mij nederliggen in grazige weiden. Hij voert mij aan rustige wateren. Hij verkwikt mijn ziel, hij roert mij in lichte sporen om zijn naams wil. Zelfs zal hij...
A Palestinian woman born Muslim, raised Christian, can go to a Jewish Orthodox lady and have the piano lesson there. Whatever happens, intifada or what war is going on, they just continue to make music together. So they found what can connect them, and that's beautiful, and I'm very happy I can help this.
Ja, hele goede dierenheid zullen mij volgen. Al de dagen van mijn leven. Ik zal in het huis des Heren verblijven tot in lengte van dagen.
I know that Rasha and Dvora were working very hard, Edward, for this beautiful concert because you are such an important and, may I say, crucial part of Rasha's music. If it was not for you, this amazing connection between Rasha and Dvora would not have happened. And I think what Dvora and Rasha have is so special and so unique. And Dvora has worked on this beautiful program of pieces that Rasha loves.
The forebears rescued them. It's questionable whether Rasha would have lived. They made sure there would be a piano. They approached the conservatory, and then I came into the picture.
That worked with Rasha many years ago, I think this dates to the Gulf War, if I'm not mistaken. That Rasha went through a period where she loved Sound of Music and played it many, many times. And so we're going to remember those days and play my favorite things.
Rasha remembers amazing dates. If I ask her, when did we play Chopin? She will say, when I was 16 or something like that. In terms of Edward, to me, it seems quite natural that she would remember every date because he's important to her. Without Edward, where would Rasha be today?
Girls with white dresses.